How did we end up with such a young dictator menacing the world? It's a twisted tale of a third son, born, analysts say, to Kim Jong Il's mistress. Kim Jong Un was reported to have been pampered as a young man, sent to boarding school in Switzerland, developed an affinity for James Bond and the NBA, hence the recent Dennis Rodman visit. He'd spent virtually no time in North Korea's army when his father elevated him to a general's rank in 2010. That was one of the first signs that Kim had leapfrogged his two older brothers. Why? On the eldest, Kim Jong-nam, believed to be about 41.
Kim Jong-nam made the mistake of taking his playboy lifestyle abroad, and he was arrested by the Japanese police in 2001 trying to go to Tokyo Disney World. And the Japanese police spent hours and hours with him, which means the CIA and other intelligence services learned a lot about him.
Analyst Mike Green says Kim Jong-nam's a gambler, lives in Macau, speaks to journalists too much for the family's liking.
They can't kill him, but they can't let him run the country. He's not a reliable vehicle for the cult of personality, for the Stalinist propaganda.
Then there's the mysterious middle brother, Kim Jong-chul. Local media showed this photo, claiming it was him at an Eric Clapton concert about 2 years ago.
Kim Jong-il found in Kim Jong-chul somebody who was reportedly effeminate, timid, did not have much political interest.
Just as enigmatic, the young woman reported recently to be Kim Jong-un's 20-something wife, Ri Sol-ju, apparently a former singer. Could she have any influence over him?
Is it possible she'll say, what about the North Korean people? What about the starving people? Maybe, but that's certainly not the environment she grew up in.
That background helps experts try to figure out what Kim Jong-un's thinking now. What's your best take on his calculations now, what he's thinking?
The aim is to rattle us and frighten us, and also the Chinese and the South Koreans, and distract us from implementing Security Council sanctions and other pressure on the North.
Green, who dealt with North Korea on the National Security Council, says Kim may also be trying to compensate for the fact that he's so young, 29 or 30. Analysts say he's got to show strength with the military.
He's trying to look as a young man of 30 in a Confucian society where age is respected as tough. And so that's his way of looking to the generals like he is in control.
But he may lose control if he cannot produce a male heir. His wife, Ri Sol-ju, will be counted on for that to solidify a dynasty that some analysts say is on shaky ground. There were reports at the end of last year and early this year that Ri Sol-ju had been pregnant, may have given birth to a daughter, but nothing solid beyond that.